Hey, hold it right there. What, you thought you were just gonna click on this video and just watch a TMNT episode recap? You're sadly mistaken. Okay, take a seat for a second. I gotta announce the winner from last week's episode recap, who ended up winning their freaking drawing this week. So just sit down and look at this name here on the screen. You see it? You see it? Okay, look, you right there. Your name is on the screen right now. I need you to email me, geeklydraws@gmail.com. Shoot me an email there saying, hey fool, I won the drawing. So get to work. Tell me what you want me to draw for you. If you want to enter your chance to win a drawing next week, make sure you watch this video all the way through, as there are instructions on how to do that, and hit the subscribe button right now. That's gonna help you win. Like literally, you can't enter your chance to win unless you hit subscribe. So go ahead and do that. Plus, you get awesome content in return. So go ahead and do that for me. So I'm shutting up and we're getting right into this episode recap, okay? Get comfortable, you amazing person. Okay, look, it's not exactly like we've been going in order anyway, so I thought also, in addition to, someone giving input on doing this, somebody did suggest it, but I also thought on my own time, why not go back to the beginning and talk about the very first episode of TMNT 2003 for this week's recap. There's actually a lot to cover about it. At first I was thinking, everybody's seen it, there's not much to discuss about this episode in particular. Not to say that it's not special, because it most definitely is, but when I really thought about it, I was like, okay, you know what? No, we can recap this. We can compare it to the original Mirage comic and how the parallels are so strong. We can also talk about this show's creation and the inception of it, as well as projects that were soon to come before it. So yeah, I'm gonna recap the first episode today. Hope you enjoy. I don't know, maybe not all of you have seen the TMNT 2003 show, but all of us real fans that were there at the start, for the most part, I think we all know how iconic that intro was. Like, they do these things. I don't know if I've ever explicitly pointed it out in these recaps, because I don't know, I just assume the majority of you have seen this show, but every episode starts off with like a little narration of one of the characters that highlights the climax of the episode. So for the first one, it was a line pulled directly from the comics, and it's Leonardo, and when he gets to the part where he's like, "You going down, freaks? Nobody messes with the purple dragons, especially wearing stupid turtle costumes." And then Leonardo goes, "He's wrong, we're not wearing costumes." Oh my god, so iconic. But the actual episode itself really dives into the early days of the Turtles, their first time going topside. It wasn't like them waiting to go up to the surface or hoping to do so, really. It was more of circumstances forcing them to do so. By a series of unfortunate events, the Turtles and Splinter are split up, and the only way to get back to Splinter is by leaving their lair, going topside, and entering into the sewer from another manhole. But come on, dude, it's a Ninja Turtles show. When they go topside, it's not gonna go exactly according to plan. So this is when they stumble across the purple dragons that were mentioned in the opening monologue of the show. And oh my god, dude, this show is so good. Like, just the banter between the characters, seeing how they interact to the outside world, and their fighting technique, their dynamic with each other. It's the beginning of beginnings. This is like one of the quintessential TMNT openers ever. If you are still watching to this point, I need you to, prove to me that you have watched to this point. So down below, I need you to comment the dragons. This is going to be the first thing of the video that I ask you to comment down below as a mandatory entry for you to be entered in to win a free drawing from me. I do this every week with the TMNT recaps. You get a series of 3 comments sprinkled throughout the video. If you find them all and watch the video to the end and comment every single thing that I ask you to, you'll be entered in for your chance to win. So go ahead and comment the first one now, which is the dragons. It's very simple. Just pause the video, go down there, comment the dragons, and then continue watching. And then when you find the other comments that I tell you to comment, you can either add it onto the comment that you had down there by editing it, or add extra comments. So you can do 3 comments, or you could add them all into the one and then comment about the video overall. Whatever you want to do, as long as you comment in what I tell you to, you're good. So I mentioned in Monday's video, I have a birthday coming up like this Friday. I want to do a live stream. If I can't figure that out, we'll just do a fun little video. I think I have an idea for a chill video that I can pump out for that day, so we can all just have fun on that one. But why I mentioned that is I wanted to take this week kind of slow. Like, I still wanted to upload, but I didn't want to absolutely just up and leave. So that's another reason why I picked the first episode to recap this week, because, it's easy to breeze through, but there's not much to talk about it content-wise. It just sets up the base for what's soon to come in the show moving forward. But with that, I do have stuff around the first episode that I would like to talk about right now. So I'm sure a lot of the diehard Turtles fans that dive into everything that was being conceptualized for any version of the show know about this. Not saying you're not a real fan if you've never seen this before. Definitely not saying that. I'm just labeling us like the content freaks that have to know absolutely every detail. Probably know about this, but the 2003 show wasn't like the surefire direction to go with the show. No, there were actually a couple of different things that came out for different iterations for animated series that we were going to see as the follow-up to the 87 series that were not the TMNT 2003 show. Now, I still have to do a little bit of research before I dive in and make full-on videos for these projects that we could have gotten instead of the 2003 show, but from the basic knowledge of what I do know from previous encounters with these projects, yeah, they're interesting. So we had this animatic from Warner Brothers that very much resembles the Mirage comics, if anything, and we also have, concept art and character sheets and models for that. I don't know if that's like connected to the CG Turtles that we were supposed to get. Like the first animated series for CG TMNT was supposed to be like the 2003 show, or what was going to be the next step for that show. I'm not saying that these three projects have direct correlation with each other, or it morphed into the 2003 show, or maybe they took inspiration from these different projects. I don't know the relation to each other. All I know is that they all existed and we ultimately went with the 2003 Turtles. Hey, you still watching? Okay, here comes the second comment. Down below, I need you to type in, "I love being a turtle." You could type that in as the full phrase, or you could just do ILBAT if you want to. Either way, I will accept it. I love being a turtle. That's the next thing I need you to comment down below for your chance to be entered in to win a drawing from me next week when I go to the next TMNT 2003 recap. But again, this is your second comment. You got one more, so make sure you watch to the end so you don't miss out on that. This episode is just good. Like, it really is. It sets the foundation for the universe very well. We get introduced to the Purple Dragons, the Foot Clan. Oh my god, we got introduced to the Foot Clan, Mousers, Shredder at the end of the episode. But yeah, the Foot Clan, I completely forgot to mention them. Like, of course I didn't forget they were in the show. I've seen this first episode like 1,000 times. But seriously, not long after their little encounter with the Purple Dragons, the Foot Clan show up and they're like, "Hey, what's up? You trying to box?" The turtles didn't get a break, bro. Like, the poor turtles, they just want us to go topside, go see their pops again. And as soon as they went up, everybody wanted us to box these fools, bro. I gotta know, because it's like, I'm sure they were like, "Oh man, as soon as we go topside, all the humans are gonna be afraid of us and scream and run away." And then like the complete opposite happened. Like, they just got pulled up on it, like, "Hey, I want to fight you." So I'm wondering, what you guys in the audience watching right now, if you saw 4 giant mutant turtles with weapons and they had their freaking masks on, what would you think? Would you think, "Oh my god, I'm freaked out"? Would you try to pay it no Milo? It's New York, this is expected? Or would you actually pull up on these dudes and be like, "Hey, look, I know you look like a humanoid animal with weapons that you clearly know how to use, but I'm trying to tussle. Like, I actually want to throw hands and I want to box." Like, what are you doing? Like, tell me what you're doing in that scenario. In fact, there is an aroma invading my nostrils right now telling me that it's time for the last comment you need to put in for your chance to win a drawing from me. Type down "poor turtles," bro. Poor turtles. They just wanted to go see their pops. And like I said, as soon as they went topside, they got the work, bro. Let's have a celebration that the turtles made it out okay by typing "poor turtles," give them a little pat on the shell, make them feel a little better. We'll come together as a community and talk about this and make sure that the turtles are treated right in society. But that fight scene was awesome. Like, seriously, like, I'm joking and all this stuff about them getting their butts handed to them and all, but literally the turtles held their own. They fought well and the fight was cool. Like, it was very well animated. And even as a kid, it kept me engaged. I say even as a kid as if it's hard to make a kid engaged in a fight scene in a cartoon. But no, like, now I can really appreciate it even more. That's what I was meaning to get at. I just articulated it weird, but you know what I mean. This episode is golden. It's forever imprinted into my brain as top tier godlike Turtles content, bro. Then, the Shredder reveal at the end, like, oh yeah, he's still the big bad, but this time he's serious. Like, bro, as a kid, it was crazy because, I used to watch the 87 show on those VHS tapes, and then being introduced to the 2003 show was like wild. I mean, I didn't watch the the 2003 show even, like as it was airing week by week from the very beginning, because I couldn't like comprehend media too well the year that it came out, but I was still watching it like, you know, with my dummy brain. And then when I began to comprehend things when I got a little bit older, I was still watching the show. So, you know, like around the end of the show, I finally like could fully understand everything. You know, my brain developed to a point to where, you know, you need a high IQ level to understand TMNT 2003. I mean, that's the only way you can watch it, is if you're like a next level genius and you have a master's degree in turtleology or something. Let me stop. Let me stop, guys. You guys have a good day. Clearly, I've had too much coffee and I'm having a crisis because, you know, my birthday's coming up and I'm getting older and I'm thinking about that, and college, and I'm still in that, but yeah, I'm about to transfer school. You don't need to know all this. You have a great day. You have a beautiful day. Remember, make sure you comment down everything that I told you to if you want to enter for your chance to win a free drawing from me. And yeah, let's get down in that comment section below. If you like the video, please leave a like right now. Share it around with anyone you think may be interested in this content, and hit that subscribe button if you're brand new, because we always talk about all things turtles, all things geeky, good, and nostalgic. I've been Geekly, you've been awesome, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Cowabunga, dudes.